Welcome to the Uzziah Show, where being young, black, and successful is celebrated. I am your host, Uzziah, your success strategist. And if you have any questions about your business, career, or finances, then this is the show for you. Welcome, guys. I'm so excited to have y'all on for tonight's broadcast. How y'all doing? Y'all having a good week? Let's get this thing started, man. Make sure that you come in, show me some love. Shout out to Esther. She's already in the house telling y'all don't forget to press the like button. That's the type of energy I need, sister. Thank you so much. For the rest of y'all that are joining, welcome. Once again, my name is Uzziah. And for those of you that are watching for the very first time, I am a professional business consultant, and my job is to help emerging professionals get out of debt and start their own businesses. And so I've created this show for you. And so tonight we're going to talk about what's more important than money. This is going to be a major point of discussion because I'm going to bring some things out that you may have never thought of. I'm asking the question under the context of what is more important than money as it pertains to your success. So make sure that you join, make sure that you get ready to cam up with me because y'all know I'm going to open up these phone lines for comments and Q&A. If you're just now joining, welcome. Make sure that you smash that like button on the way in and make sure that you leave me a comment below with your name and the city where you live so that way I can show y'all some love. Now, listen, y'all. Y'all know in every episode of this show, I strive to give y'all as much free game as possible. I only ask that you keep the engagement flowing. That's all I'm asking for now. That's all I'm asking for is that you keep the engagement flowing. Okay, so make sure that you send me some comments. Don't have me up here talking to myself. Make sure that you tap in. Make sure that you cam up. So that way we can start getting some conversations going. I know some of y'all might have checked out my show last night where we had a very interesting conversation with a brother that was in his 20s. And I was able to walk him through some really key steps on how to get to the next level. I'd love to do the same for y'all. So make sure that you cam up. Make sure that you keep the likes up, y'all. As you come in, smash that like button. Let's just make that protocol as soon as you come in. So thank y'all so much for all the love and the support. As always, my brother Abaya is in the house. Peace to you, my brother. We the People University. Hey, man, this brother YouTube channel is blowing up. Y'all would have never known in a million years that I was showing him anything about how to do things online when it comes to marketing, because the student has definitely outshined the teacher. Way to go, King. I've been checking out your channel, man. It's been on fire. If y'all haven't seen his content, make sure that y'all go and subscribe. Shout out to Ariel in the house as always from Austin, Texas. So happy to have you on, sister. Let us get into tonight's topic. What is more important than money? If you're just coming in, welcome. Make sure that you smash that like button on the way in. Make sure that you subscribe. We need to get these subscribers up because once we reach 10,000 subscribers, that's when the Black Men's Career clothing line is going on YouTube. I know y'all been seeing me rock the hoodie. I know y'all been seeing me wear the shirt. If y'all want to get in on the clothing, make sure that you subscribe. Shout out to my sister, Akita Monet. This sister is a true gem, y'all. So happy to have you on board tonight, my sister. This is definitely going to give me a second win. Now, y'all know we got to keep this show online. And the way that we keep the show online is by your super chat donations. Y'all know every show I'm constantly telling y'all about brothers and sisters that give a world of support. And today is no different. So I want to give a special shout out to Native Arain, who gave a $20 Cash App donation bright and early this morning. It was like 5 a.m, y'all. The brother gave a $20 Cash App donation. I really appreciate that, my brother. Much love to you and yours. Thank you for helping to keep this show afloat. Also, I want to give a special shout out to Brian Chikami for a $6 PayPal donation. He said, "Thank you, brother. I'm gaining so much knowledge." That's what the show is all about. This show is my way of giving back to y'all. And all I ask is that if you get a lot of value out of the information that I'm giving y'all every night as I do these shows 6 days a week from Sunday all the way through Friday, then please make a donation to keep the show going. Your donations tells YouTube, hey, the show is on and popping. The people want to see it. They're donating. They're supporting it. And this will go a long way towards YouTube promoting this channel further. This is the only outlet where you're going to get positive black male media that's focused on your spiritual, financial, and communal development. And if you don't invest in the positive black media, then nobody else will. So for those of y'all that want to keep the show going, please make your super chats below. All you have to do is tap the dollar icon directly below the live chat box here on the YouTube stream. And if you are watching this show after the live broadcast, I've put the Cash App and the PayPal donation info in the description below. As y'all know, I never go a show without recognizing the sponsors. So all of you that donate, whether it's on the show or after the show, all of you are regarded as sponsors, and I celebrate you as such. Let's get into the topic. What is more important than money? You know, it's hard for me to get past this question because the brother Yasha Allah just gave me a $20 super chat. Thank you so much for all of the support. Thank you so much for the donation, my brother. This is definitely a very valued sponsor of the Uzziah Show. And let's give a warm welcome to our beautiful sister, Nakia Bush, Kansas City in the house. Akita got me here. Thank you so much. We are so excited to have you on board. Y'all know everybody gets recognized here. Everybody gets celebrated. I don't mind taking a second out of my day just to make sure that y'all feel some love. Thank you so much, Sister Akita. She says, I promise I'm at work right now, walking up on everyone, trying to get them hooked. Hey, we need this information. We need this in our community so we can get to the next level as a people. So I'm so happy to have y'all on board. Ariel gave you a big warm welcome, Nakia. Hopefully this is one show of many that you join. Okay, so let's get into tonight's topic. What is more important than money? You know, we spend a lot of time talking about financial freedom on this broadcast. But tonight I want to talk about 5 things that are more important than money when it comes to you reaching success on any level. I want you to recognize that money is just the byproduct of your decisions and actions over time. So if you've made the right moves and you've done things well, then the money will follow. But what are the things that you need to do before the money ever shows up? The first thing that's more important than money is your relationship with the Most High God. Y'all know I always tie in the Most High into everything that we do. When we talk about our worldly success, you got to bring the Most High into it. A big reason why we are not fulfilled in our professional lives is because we take the Most High out of the equation. And so I want to read y'all this scripture. This is in the book of Joshua. This is the book of Joshua, the 1st chapter and the 8th verse. It says, "This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then shalt thou make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success." Now, a lot of y'all didn't even know that this was in the Bible. And that's the reason why I'm trying to put you up on game. When the scripture says, don't let these laws not depart out of your mouth, is saying you always need to bring the Most High into everything that you do. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth. Whenever you're thinking about how to manage your personal finances, you need to think about how God has instructed us to be good stewards over the resources that he gave to us. When we meditate on this word day and night, this makes sure that our steps are ordered aright. I always bring this into y'all. Remember, the scripture says, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Some of y'all get so obsessed with the money that you let go of every other thing in the process, but you don't recognize that if you seek the kingdom of God first and his righteousness, everything else is going to follow. The first thing that's more important with money is your relationship with the Most High. A lot of people make money, but they have no sense of fulfillment or purpose while doing it. So there's this void. A lot of y'all work at these jobs right now and you're not motivated. Why? Because your spiritual life is not connected. You don't find any spiritual motivation behind what you do. When you have spiritual energy, it gives you motivation to take action, real action. And one of the things that I want y'all to notice from this verse that I just quoted is that a lot of wealthy people often quote the Bible when talking about how they've gotten to a certain level of success. You know, some of the richest people that I've ever met knew a lot of different scriptures, and it blew me away. But the reason why they know so many scriptures is because they seek success. And that's the reason why the Bible says when you meditate in God's ways day and night, he's going to make your way prosperous, and then shalt thou have good success. So when we bring the Most High into all of our affairs, we will learn divine wisdom. That's what I'm trying to put y'all onto. Okay. So the first thing that you really need to focus on is, where am I spiritually? Am I praying to the Most High to improve my situation? Do I even know what God requires of me? You know what I mean? Like, there's so many of us that knows all these sports stats and, you know, who's the latest celebrity that got into it with this other celebrity. We know all this gossip. But do we understand what is required of us as servants in order to live a fulfilled life? The first thing that's more important than money is the Most High God. The second thing that you really want to keep in mind when it comes to reaching success is your personal health, because your health is your wealth. See, you don't want to work so hard to build all this wealth only to be the richest man in the graveyard. There's been a lot of stories about guys that will work from sunup to sundown and they would get heart attacks, 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond, strokes, all kinds of things. Don't let that be you. You will have to put in hours in order to get to the next level. But I told you on last night's broadcast that you rarely see an obese billionaire. The reason why you don't see that is because there's a strong correlation with money and health. There's a strong correlation between wealth and high energy. You have to have a lot of energy just to be able to make the business deals happen. And a lot of us do not manage our energy as well as we manage our finances. Hell, a lot of us ain't even managing our finances that great. So you can only imagine how we're letting go of our health. Your energy is more important than your money, y'all, because your energy is more scarce. Think about this. You know, when we was young kids, we could rip and run all day. But now as adults, you don't have that same childlike energy. It takes a little bit more effort in order for you to get up and make things happen. And so, even though we may have 24 hours in a day of opportunity, we have to guard our energy because you don't have 24 hours of full blown energy. You don't have that. A lot of times we'll be want to take a nap during the day. We'll wake up feeling sluggish, sleep deprived. So there's only a select window of time for us to be able to get big things done. You got to get your health right if you want to be successful. Your health is your wealth. And this is a very important topic when we're talking to our community, particularly because we'll be the main ones dying of heart attacks, having high blood pressure, gout, diabetes. We have all of these sicknesses, not realizing that our health is directly tied to the money. I told y'all on last night's show, if you didn't check that out, make sure that you watch it. I told y'all in last night's episode that a lot of us look at these other communities shopping at places like Whole Foods and buying all of this organic produce, and we think that they're just trying to flex to say that they have money. They're actually getting real value by eating healthy foods. It may not seem like much to us, but when you watch people that make more money, you tend to see them be more conscious about their diet. The reason is because when you don't have the right diet plan, that lowers your energy. How many of us have ever ate a big meal for lunch and then had itis for the rest of the day? You going back to work, you ready to fall asleep at the office. You're not getting to success that way. So you have to be a lot more conscious about what you put into your body if you want to get bigger results. I'm going to give you all a prime example. I did 2 shows today, one in the early afternoon and one that I'm doing right now. The first one is from my church, True Spirit of Christ, where I was given a lesson on patience. And now I'm coming back a couple hours later, showing y'all all the things that are more important than money. Man, do y'all realize that I've had to switch my diet around just to make sure that I have high energy both during my morning slot and on my evening slot? Do y'all realize that it's a certain kind of diet that I have to be on to not have to go to the bathroom for 2 hours of consistent talking? I know some of this stuff may sound simple, but I'm trying to show you that when you really think about the level that you want to be on, is going to have different requirements of you in all things. To whom much is given, much is required. You might have to have a different wake up time when you get to the next level than where you are today. You might have to have a different diet. You might have to have a different schedule. So you want to factor all of these things in when it comes to how to be successful. And it's not just about your physical health. You also want to focus on your mental health along the way, because having peace of mind outweighs the money. What's the point in you making all this money, but you're miserable 24 hours a day? You could take the money. I would rather have the peace of mind, because I thought the whole reason why you're trying to get to the next level of wealth is so that you could have peace of mind, right? You want to be able to have peace of mind that if you wanted to quit your 9-to-5 job, you could. You want to have peace of mind that if you wanted to take your family on a nice vacation, you could do so as you please. So there's no point in you working yourself into the ground if you are not in the right space mentally. Now, this is not an excuse for y'all to feel like you're coasting your way through life and everything should be a breeze. It is going to feel like a grind when you are trying to set up your own business. So don't think that you always need to be happy, because that's a trap too. In America, they try to sell you on be happy all the time. If it don't make me feel happy, I'm not doing it. This be the reason why a lot of us don't have much in the first place. when you're trying to build things that will give you real fulfillment and happiness long term, it's going to feel like hell up front. Oftentimes, the things that make us feel happy in the moment are the things that ain't no good for us. Think about it. What makes you happy in the moment? Watching TV, scrolling social media, talking with friends, eating junk food, ice cream, cakes, chips. Those things are engineered to bring short-term happiness. I'm talking about long-term joy that comes from you locking in and getting on your purpose. Make sure that you dedicate enough time, money, and energy towards your health. Because if you don't focus on that, there's no way that you're going to go the distance in being successful. Listen to what I'm saying. I need to have a certain level of energy to do shows 6 days a week. I need to have a certain level of energy to go on my only rest day on Saturdays and then hold down a service for the church. I'm going at it 7 days a week. It's no days off for me, y'all. Y'all have seen it. Ain't no days off for me. And every day I'm coming on here, if it be the Lord's will, I'm giving y'all the energy. But that's because of the focus I put into my body, in my health. I start the morning off working out, getting some exercise in, doing some jogging, doing some exercise, and doing some working out. All of these things matter. Let me check these comments real quick and see where y'all are at. What's going on, my brother Roy? Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Much peace back to you, my brother. Thank you so much for all of the support. For those of y'all that are tapping in with us, welcome. Tonight, we're talking about what's more important than money. I'm breaking down what 5 things are more critical to your long-term success beyond the subject of money. A lot of times we think about success, we think about money. Success, when you talk about money, money's just a byproduct. Okay, like I said on last night's broadcast, money is not real. It's a fiat currency. What is real is your relationship with God, your health, and how those things work in tandem for you to fulfill your life's purpose. Okay, so let's make sure that we're putting all things in order. If y'all are just joining, make sure that you smash that like button. Make sure that you bring forth a super chat donation if you want to see this show continuing online. If you want to see this show continuing on air 6 days a week, tap that super chat icon. It's the dollar icon directly below the live chat box. The third thing that's more important than money on your road to success is your family. Now, this is where the rubber meets the road. When I say family, I'm not talking about blood relatives. It could include your blood relatives. I'm talking about those who are deeply aligned with you. Y'all know not all of y'all's blood family has your best interests at heart. If y'all come from certain backgrounds and you've been through certain situations, you already know that some of the first people to try to talk you out of your success in life are your biological family members. So when I'm talking about family being more important than money, I'm talking about the relationships that you have that are so strong that it is actually pushing you to get to the success that you desire. Let me give you a prime example of this. I want y'all to check out Ariel. A lot of y'all know Ariel is my wife. Ariel is on this show every night, chiming in, showing love, commenting. This is my family. This is someone that I'm deeply aligned with, and she is supporting my process. She is helping me build the empire for our family. And so these are things that you really want to keep in perspective when you talk about what's more important than money. because a lot of y'all could have a circle that's so dangerous, you can never get to the money. You can never get to any form of success because people are sabotaging you. You know, one of my favorite quotes is, you really got to be careful that the people that you bring on your boat are rowing with you and not drilling holes at the bottom. Some of the people that y'all call family are having you sink into failure, sink into debt, sink into stress, sink into heart problems and health related problems. You are the average of the top 5 people that you spend most of your time with. So y'all got to identify who's really in your inner circle. Who are you deeply aligned with that's helping you get to the next level? The reason y'all tap into my show on a daily basis because y'all are my family. You want to be deeply aligned with people that are helping you grow, not people that's helping you stay mediocre, people that are helping you get where you want to get. So here's one thing that I'm going to tell you about when we talk about the subject of your family, okay? You need to start compartmentalizing your relationships by the 5s. 5-minute friends, 5-hour friends, and 5-day friends. You need to differentiate who is who. Okay, if you understand, my people, that our relationships is what brings us money, happiness, fulfillment, and legacy, you will get to the success faster when you manage your relationships well. Listen to what I'm saying right now. This is a critical point, and I don't want the simplicity of it to actually go over your head. We get paid by other people. If you're working at a job, somebody is in control of your paycheck. The key to our success in our lives is our relationships. So obviously, if we're going to have money, happiness, fulfillment, and legacy, we're going to need cooperation and alignment from other people to get it done. Y'all not hearing the game I'm trying to give y'all right now. Let me break it down this way. Let me break it down this way because y'all still thinking I'm still talking elementary. What are all the ways to make $1,000,000? I'm gonna give you guys an example. It might sound unrelated, right? But how are all these ways that you do it? Okay. If you make $1,000,000, you need 5,000 people to buy a $200 product. You need 2,000 people to buy a $500 product. You need 1,000 people to buy a $1,000 product. I just gave y'all 3 different ways to make $1,000,000. You could need 5 people to buy a $200,000 product. There's so many different ways to get there. 100 people buy a $10,000 product. What's the common denominator, y'all? People, people, people. Who are you building relationships with to help you get to the next level? Okay, if you're talking about the money, because that's what you come to the show for, you want to know how to create generational wealth. You want to know how to quit your 9-to-5 job. You want to know how to be your own boss. This is the game. If you want to get residual income where you're making passive income every month while building wealth, you can get 5,000 people to pay you a $17 subscription per month for 1 year. And that will get you to $1,000,000. I'm going to say that again. If you had 5,000 people who were willing to pay you only $17 per month for 1 year, you would be a millionaire in America. Do you know the reason why you're not there? Is because you have not built those relationships. You have to build those relationships with those 5,000 people. But see, we get so obsessed with the money that we don't understand that it's not about the money, it's about the people. And I'm saying this because this goes into any area of your life: family, friendships, happiness, you name it, health. It's all comes down to the quality of the relationships that you have. A lot of y'all have been upgraded just by having a relationship with me. Why? Because in knowing me, you're able to tap into more knowledge on how to reach your goals in a much faster time. Therefore, you need to start identifying who are the people that I'm spending 5 hours with that I should really only be dealing with for 5 minutes. Because it's your time with these 5-hour people, which is the reason why you're not building those other relationships to help you get to the success that you want. Right now, some of y'all are spending 5 days around people that you should only be dealing with for 5 seconds. And because they've had a way of monopolizing your time, this is the reason why you can never make time to pursue your dream. Listen to what I'm saying, my people. I love y'all, and I love y'all enough to tell you this is how you truly do it. Forget about the money. We're not talking money right now. Simply identify why you are so busy throughout your day. What are you so busy doing? Is what you're spending your day doing actually helping to get you where you want to be long term? Now you have to start organizing your relationships. Do not just let it happen by magic. Because if you do not organize your relationships, other people will organize it for you. Other people will pull you into their agendas. Other people will pull you into their time. And you will spend your entire life helping somebody else fulfill their wishes. But when do your wishes come to pass? You have to be responsible over your 5-minute friends, your 5-hour friends, your 5-day friends. If I was y'all right now, I'd be writing this down. I'd be writing down a list of names of people right now that you know that you are bound to spend the rest of the week with. If you could start reorganizing things, do y'all know a lot of health, a lot of wealth, a lot of happiness would just come from it right there off top? No cap. Let me give you an example of what I'm saying. I'm on this show with y'all, right? Typically for 2 hours a night. What if I was talking to you, though, for 2 weeks straight, face to face? Do you think that you would get more value out of your professional life or less? Do you think that your financial situation would improve, or do you think that things would get worse? Just a question. If you spent 2 weeks around a key personal trainer, do you think that you would get in better health or in worse health? The problem is y'all will spend 5 minutes around the person that you need to be around for 5 days. Like y'all will tune into a broadcast for 5 minutes and say, hey, let me soak up game. But then you will be around somebody that you can't stand for the next 5 days straight. Somebody that you want to break up with. Somebody that don't contribute no value to your life. This is the reason why you'll take the L's. Just switch this one thing around. If you don't take nothing else away from this broadcast, and that will be a game changer right there. Let me check these comments. Let me see if there's been any super chats, and let me see if there's been any commentary. And I'm so thankful for my squad who supports this channel. Always shout out once again to my brother, Native Therein. I hope you heard me shout you out earlier, King. Thank you so much for that Cash App donation that you made. And thank you once again for this super chat, this $5 super chat. Thank you so much, my brother. Really appreciate you, man. For those of you that are just tuning in, welcome. Tonight we're talking about 5 things that are more important than money. What variables actually help you get to the success. So if you're just coming, make sure that you smash that like button. And if you want to see this show continue, please give a super chat by tapping the dollar icon directly below. This is what helps to keep this show going, y'all. Y'all know I got to give a big shout out to my sister, Akita. She is so grateful for the direction. I'm grateful for you, my sister. Thank you so much for all of your encouragement always. Okay. Look at what she said in the next comment. People equals network. And I told y'all that on yesterday's broadcast. When we talk about your net worth is your network, your network is your net worth, I was talking about how that only applies when you're able to create impact within the network. So follow the logic of what I was just saying. If you have a network of people where you spend 5 years around people who should not have been in your life longer than 5 days, part of the reason why you're not where you want to be at is because you've been around people for too long where you cannot make a positive impact. Some of y'all, you try to instill wisdom in the people and they don't receive it. You could lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. The key to all success in life, financially, spiritually, emotionally, maritally, you have to get in the presence of people who want what you have to offer. This is the key to business. This is the key to finance. This is the key to happiness. You have to architect a network of like-minded people. If not, you are not creating the right impact. You are not achieving positive results. So a big part of the reason right now why we're struggling is because we have too many people within our network who we are not aligned with for growth. That's the reason I created this show. I wanted to bring a community of our people together all in one room, so that way we can help each other do better. That's why I've brought brothers on this channel who've given y'all courses on police protection, who used to be former police officers, because this is how we get better. It's all a matter of your network. Shout out to my sister Ariel, big time sponsor of this channel, very, very valued part of this channel. I did get your email, my sister. I'm going to send you the Maximum Productivity Masterclass once again as a result for all of your help and support. Also, Sister Pecloria, if you and Brother Mike are on tonight, please send me an email as well, uzziah@blackmenscareer.com. For all that y'all have done in support of me, I'm going to be sending you a free copy of the Maximum Productivity Masterclass as well. My email is in the comment section. When you pour into me, I pour out into y'all. All right. Shout out to my brother Jay. The brother Jay is in the house. He said time is so important. It definitely is, my brother. And we're going to get into that very soon. You read my mind. Now, Jay also said sometimes it's hard to let those people go who aren't the best for you, but you care for them. This is the reason why a lot of us stay stuck at the bottom. You cannot let go of the dead weight. You are on a boat towards a beautiful destination. Everybody cannot fit with you on that boat. You are carrying too much weight. And if you try to keep all of that weight on your boat, you are going to drown. A lot of y'all right now have so many gifts and talents, but you're in some kind of toxic relationship where you don't even have the energy to focus on the grind. It zaps all of your energy. So the energy that you would have had towards your success and building your legacy, it's all going towards a failed relationship. That's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about how to build your legacy. I really want y'all leveling up in life so that way you can leave something behind for future generations. That's what this show is about. And I definitely want to give a shout out to my sister Esther for the $20 super chat. Thank you so much, my sister, for tuning in with us. So glad to see you on. Thank you so much for all of the support. Definitely many blessings to you and your household. Please send your sons my regards. So we got to keep all of this in perspective, y'all. I want to go back real quick to what Jay said about sometimes it's hard to let those people go who aren't the best for you, but you care for them. This is a big problem in our community. We tend to hypnotize ourselves into thinking that you could still stay with your same boys from the block that you grew up with 20, 30 years ago, and you can still get to success. Not going to happen. Okay, let me give you all a secret real quick on your friendships. Unless you and the person that you have a friendship with are both growing together at a similar pace, one person is going to resent the other because they're going to remember how your friendship formed, where you guys both started out with nothing, and they're going to be resentful that you left them behind. Keep in mind what I'm saying. Some of you have experienced this. Some of you have grown up with family members or friends, and you've achieved a certain level of success in life. And because they did not accomplish the things that you did, they start to have envy and resentment towards your success. Oh, so you think you better now? Huh? You think you on top of the world, ain't you? Oh, okay, I see you. This is how it's going to look from your family and friends. I'm just warning y'all now. So when you take friends into your life, the real friends that you're going to sustain for the long term, for the most part, are people who are striving for growth just like you. The people that want to stay stuck wherever they at, staying stuck in the ghetto, they are not going to be the ones going with you to your destination. And I know that you want to take them with you. I know that it's hard, but not everybody is going with you on a success journey. I'm just giving y'all the game. Okay. So let's talk a little bit more about this topic, about the most important things in life beyond money. Okay. So my brother Jay already talked about this. If you're just now joining, quick recap. We talked about your relationship with the Most High God. We talked about your health. We talked about your family. You also need to value your time. Time is more valuable than money. See, this is the reason why a lot of people struggle when it comes to getting ahead, because we tend to give away our time towards so many distractions. If a person calls, we'll answer. If something pops up on a TV, we'll look. If there's an advertisement, well, no matter what it is, we're always being pushed and pulled in a million different directions. We always complain that we never have enough time, but we spend our time like we have all the time in the world. We always complain that we never have enough money, but we're always spending money like it's an endless supply. We always act like we have all the money in the world. So it's not until we prioritize our time that we can start to live a more fulfilled life. Your time is more valuable than your money. See, your money you can get back. That comes and goes. It's a renewable source. But your time that you spent today, you're never going to get back for the rest of your life. That's why you need to be a lot more time focused. I have never met a person who made a lot of money that wasn't good at managing their time. The money just becomes a byproduct of your time management. This is the reason I'm always telling you all about my maximum productivity masterclass. This is the reason why I'm always talking about productivity in general. Because if you don't understand how to make the most of your time, there's no way that you can ever do well with managing money. Okay. Now, I want you to consider this also. When you look at elderly people who are living their last days, they don't wish that they had more money. They wish that they had more time. They wish they had more time to go out and fulfill their dreams. They wish they had more time to be around their family members and friends, their loved ones. They wish that they had more time to actually live the life that they were supposed to live while they were on this planet. And so I want you to understand that it's not until you get a lot more serious about your time that everything else will follow. Some of y'all, I've told y'all this even in business. A lot of you guys, you've reached out to me asking about how you can set up businesses and, going into your consulting. And one of the biggest challenges that y'all know we take on as a community is our people want everything for free. You want the homeboy hookup. You have to guard your time. I tell people all the time who will watch a video just like this and be like, brother, I want to get in contact with you. Send me your number. Nope. I'm guarding my time. It's not that I don't want to reach out and show love. It's that I have to operate on a schedule. If I'm going to do this show 6 days a week while also leading a church, I don't have time to play games. I don't have time for a lot of stuff. And see, that become the thing as well. The reason why a lot of us are not locked into a certain area on a world-class level is because you make time for so many things. If you're going to be a world-class performer, you can only give your time but to just a few things. So outside of me leading a church and me giving y'all this game, I don't have much time outside of that. I'm going to spend that little bit of time that I do have focusing on improving my health, improving my relationships, focusing on my relationship with God. And that's about it, y'all. I'm struggling just to be able to, make time for meals. And, when you're really out here getting it, y'all, you're not going to have a lot of time. Show me a man with a lot of time. I'll show you a man that doesn't have a lot of money. Show me a man with a lot of money. I'm going to show you a man that doesn't have a lot of time. Now, of course, these are generalizations, and I know somebody's going to pop up here and troll. Oh, but Uzziah, what about the guy that has passive income, Uzziah? I thought you don't trade time for money. Just follow the general principle. Before you set up those passive income streams to get you on that level of financial independence, you're going to have to trade a lot of your time for money. But the thing that wealthy people do? They use their money to buy back time. So see, I'm going to talk about that a little bit more in my broadcast on future shows. But the reason why y'all see the top 1% going out and traveling to all of these beautiful places is because they're making investments in their time and their experiences. This is the fifth point. The top 1% puts more of an investment in their time and their experiences than they do their money. The money is just a byproduct of how well they use their time. Now, the reason why experiences trumps money is because oftentimes when we're using our money wisely in life, we're using it so that we can buy experiences. When I'm going on a marriage retreat with my wife, I'm buying an experience. When I use my money to be able to give back to the church in a way that can change somebody's life, I am creating an experience. All praise to the Most High. He's using me as a vessel to be able to establish an experience that can change somebody's life. And those things you remember a lot more than how much money you had. Like when I've gone on some of my marriage retreats, I couldn't tell you how much money I spent. And I know I spent a lot of money, but what's so amazing and so fascinating? Nobody cares. You ask Ariel, she couldn't tell you how much money did we spend. We don't know, but we could tell you about the type of experiences that we had. And the reason why I'm giving y'all this perspective is because when you are really starting from the bottom and you're getting it out the mud, there's going to come a point where you work so hard to get the money, You don't actually take the money and put it into an experience. Like I got partners that I grew up with. We went to college, and we went out into the corporate world, and tried to be all these hotshot guys. My 20s was so fulfilling because not only was I making the money, I was also having the experiences. I was traveling the world. I was going on cruises. I was doing the things that so many of my contemporaries never did, like things that people would spend their entire life wishing to do. They may have never done. Make sure that when you go on this road to success, you understand the reason why you're grinding the way you are, so that you don't just get caught up in the money alone. Money is a tool, y'all. And I'm going to throw this at y'all real quick while we're on the subject of experiences. If you're going to be successful with money, you really have to identify what your motivator is. Are you motivated by material things? Are you motivated by family and relationships? Are you motivated by let's say you being able to travel the world and be able to have different experiences? You really need to be able to identify what your motivator is. One of the big reasons why maybe you have not achieved certain levels of income that you would like is because you see income as the byproduct of the job that you can't stand, rather than the byproduct of what happens when you tie yourself to your number one source of motivation. So let me give you all a quick example of this, just to be able to paint the picture on why experiences matter. I want to have remarkable experiences in my life. I want to be able to have things that I'm, 60, 70, 80 years old, Lord's will. And I'm thinking back to those moments. Man, you remember when we did this? I'm always trying to figure out what is the next priceless thing. That's the reason why Ariel will tell you whenever we go on a vacation together, I don't spare any expense, because I don't want anything to come in the way of the experience. I'm willing to work hard and put in the work so that way I could get one more experience in my life that's priceless. I don't want to do the things that average people will do. I don't want to just let my life come down to just watching TV. I never see the world. I never see how much could I get out of life if I had the options. And so that's the reason why I grind the way that I do, because I want to experience the most out of life while I can, because life is short. You got to figure out what is your motivating factor. Some of y'all, like, you saw me in a picture with this Benz that I bought. The reason y'all saw me in that picture is because I like to buy things sometimes, not all the time, just as a milestone of something new that I've accomplished. So when I bought the Benz, it represented me being able to get that $500,000 property. It represented me being able to achieve certain milestones. But just because you see one person doing that, it doesn't mean that's for you to do. Because some of you guys, you might be more motivated by your relationships. That matters more than money. So some of you guys, you might love somebody more than yourself. And your motivator is, you know what, I'm so into giving this person the world that I'm going to work so hard to be able to provide them a better life. Some of you feel that way about your kids. And so I'm just highlighting all these things, not to tell you what to think, but how to think in terms of prioritizing your success. You need to be very clear. If you're a person that gets off to having Rolexes, and you're a person that likes to, have nice things, then you need to stop guilting yourself to say, oh man, this is so wrong for me to want this. That's what drives you. Don't make it your God, but that's what leads to your success. You need to figure out what is your motivator in your mind and work towards that. Okay. So the last thing that I'm going to talk about, and I want to get y'all on cam. Okay. I want y'all to cam up. Because I want y'all to talk to me. I want y'all to talk to me about what things you deem to be more important than money, and some of the takeaways that y'all got from this talk. All right. And make sure that if y'all are just coming in, make sure that you smash the like button. Tonight that we're talking about what's more important than money. It's been a minute since the super chats came in. Almost 20 minutes since the last super chat came in. Super chat, y'all. Donate. Stop being so stingy. If y'all got value from this thing, man, tap that dollar icon directly below the live chat and donate just as a way of giving back. Also, you could do a Cash App or a PayPal. All of the links are in the description below. I always shout y'all out and celebrate y'all for donating to the show. The bonus item that's a lot more important than money is your character. Listen, y'all, just because people talk about money, it doesn't mean that money is the top thing. Even amongst people that have money, they will tell you money is not everything, because money cannot solve every problem. Money is not the top asset. I'm telling y'all now, it's so much more important. Here's another hack. I be giving y'all this game. You need to evaluate what you're rich in. Some of you are rich in money. Some of you are rich in time. Some of you are rich in energy. The key to getting what you want to get is deploying whatever you're rich in to the things that you're poor in to balance the levels out. Y'all don't hear me. See, we got to start. See, y'all not trying to do these super chats. Y'all not trying to support the platform. Some of these things I be kicking to y'all, man. I'm really like, I need to have this on the Patreon. The best thing that you can do when you're trying to be successful is to start rating yourself in what you are actually rich in. I know some of y'all be doom and gloom. You think that you're rich in nothing, but let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. I want to say it was a couple years ago. I was trying to make a decision about whether or not I should hire on additional members of my staff to be able to free up my schedule. I had more money than time, so I put the money towards the staff. Where a lot of y'all go wrong, and the reason why this is so profound is a lot of you guys don't like to put money towards anybody, especially to help give you more time. But if you are time poor, that's the reason why you're stuck right now at a ceiling. You may need more time in order to get to the next level. So imagine right now you want to start a business. You have no time, but you have $1,000 in disposable income. If I were you, I would be taking that $1,000 towards hiring virtual assistants, so that way they could do some of the things that you need to get done without you being the one to do it. Y'all don't hear me. Why? You don't have to do everything for your business. You can hire a staff of people to do the things that you need, and you can leverage the money because you have more abundance in money than you have time. But if you are extremely broke, then you need to deploy whatever it is you have more abundant wealth in. You need to do a self-examination. Am I rich or poor on money? Am I rich or poor on time? Am I rich or poor on energy? Am I rich or poor in my network? A lot of you guys are social people, but the reason why you find yourself at a standstill is because you never take the moment to reflect on all of these four things and find where your riches and poverties lie and say, hey, you know what? If I am at a 8 financially, but I'm at a 1 on time, Let me tap into my 8 money, bring that down to a 6, and I could bring my time up to a 5 or 6 just with the money I put towards my time. Hey, if I've got a 9 or a 10 on my time, I need to be able to bring my time down to about a 4 or a 5 to be able to get my way back up to the money. You need to identify this, y'all. Let's say that you have money. Let's say that you have time, but your health sucks. You have zero energy. Then guess what? If you have money and time, but you have no energy, you're going to be forced to dump into that energy pot one way or another, because that's going to lead to your hospital bill. A lot of y'all don't realize everything that I'm telling you to do right now, one way or another, you may be forced into doing it. But if you're forced into doing it, it could come at the expense of your life. Like if you don't focus on dumping enough money, time, and whatever else into your health, you might not have any life at all. So examine it, take wherever you're rich from and pour it into other streams. Okay. Let's focus on our character, y'all. Because at the end of the day, money doesn't change you. It just makes you more of who you already are. If you're a generous person and you make money, you're just going to be a more generous person. If you are a greedy person and you get money, that's just going to be used as an element to fulfill your greed. Get your character right first, and it will be easier for you to make the money. Okay, because it'll be so much easier for you to live your life, since you have you'll be easier to work with, you'll be more disciplined, and so much more. Okay, so that is the 5 things that's more important than money. And I want to give a big shout out to CJ's HVAC Journey for the $5 super chat. My brother Yasha Allah is on. He's camming up with us as always. I want to see who else is going to cam up tonight, y'all. What did you think about tonight's topic, Yasha Allah? What things are more important? Is going to be a more generous person. If you are a he got a little bit of echo. Okay, there's a little bit of a delay right now on Yasha Allah's end. But Yasha Allah, if you can hear me, I want to bring you on. I want to get your thoughts and feedback on this. Feel free to chime in with me if you're with me. Yeah, Yasha Allah is looking real delayed. Y'all cam up. Hey, for those of y'all that are on, make sure that y'all are watching this thing in real time, man. I want to see y'all on this camera. I want to see y'all chiming in with me. Let me know what you got, man. Let me know what you got. I put the link for y'all to cam up directly below. Let's keep these donations coming, y'all. This is what keeps the show afloat. Thank you so much for all of your super chats in advance. Okay, Yasha Allah, hopefully you are in good shape now. I'm going to bring you in. Let me know. Right now on Yasha Allah's end. But Yasha Allah, if you can hear me, I want to bring you. Yeah, I'm gonna send you a chat, Yasha Allah. Yasha Allah, you are delayed. Free to chime in with me if you're with me.
Shalom, can you hear me, big brother?
Yes. Yeah, Yasha Allah is looking real delayed. Okay. Y'all cam up. Hey, for those of y'all that are on, make sure that y'all are watching this thing in real time, man. Okay, so Yasha Allah, real quick, I'm gonna wait for you to get fully up to speed. I think that you're more delayed on the broadcast. Just tap the live button on the YouTube. You may not be caught up on the live in. Okay. Shout out to my brother Juice that's in the house. Big shout out to you, my brother. Yasha Allah, once you're caught up and live, just kind of wave at me on camera so that way I'll know to bring you in. Okay. If anybody else is looking to cam up, or if you have any questions on any of the things that I went into in tonight's talk, make sure that y'all leave this comment below. So while we waiting to do that, y'all know I always give y'all these 2 free stocks. I'm always trying to help y'all get started on the investment journey. Y'all know Black Men's Career is sponsored by Webull. Webull is one of the fastest growing financial brokerages in the world. On Webull, you can not only invest in stocks, you can also invest in cryptocurrency. So when you sign up with Webull, you will get 2 free stocks. The link is in the comments below. Okay. Yasha Allah, you good to go? I'm bringing you on now.
Hey, shalom, big brother. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. How you doing today, sir?
Tired, but I'm good.
All
Tired, but
right.
I'm
Good to see you on as always, my brother.
been up since 2 this morning. So,
Woo! Man, I can't hang with you. All right. What you got for us on the topic?
you were right on the time. I gotta make more time for myself and allocate other people to do certain things for me when I need to be done. Because I was raised, like I said before, I didn't have all this. So I was raised, do it yourself, do it yourself, do it yourself. Now I'm learning more like, no, no, no. And it takes a lot of my time. Because I be like, in a day, I really get anything done. Because I'm trying to do this, I got 3 more things to do. And it puts me behind. You know what I mean? Like you said earlier. So I got to do that more and allocate my time where I spend other people with. Like you said, 5 minutes, 5 days, 3 days, 5 hours. And you're right. I'm doing that like, I was thinking like, dang, I'm wasting my time 2 hours with this person. So I had to do that more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you said, money was always, it's nothing. Like you said, it's nothing. It's but a piece of paper. You know what I mean? So
but you know, one of the things, real quick, if I could add this in, sir, I think one of the big problems that we have as a community is we put such a high value on money that in our mind it is more important than our time. So we will never think to hire an assistant to help us, even if we have the money to do it, because it's like in our minds, money is everything. Money is just supposed to be used as a tool for the other things that you need. If you need more energy, put your money towards building your energy. If you need more time, money is not just for you to just sit up and look at a number in the bank account. It's for you to use it towards the life that you actually want to live. And for a lot of us that have these big goals and aspirations, you cannot do it without a team. So I just wanted to throw that in there. Back to you.
and you're correct. Like I said, money is nothing but a object to get you what you want to get or do what you want to do. That's all it is. So, like you said, it's a fiat. It's nothing more, nothing less. Once you got that, like you said, and my free time, that was going to make you successful. You know what I mean? Towards that area, because you can think and you can focus more. But I had to do that myself now. But like I said before, the internet now and with you in your classes, I can really learn. Before I couldn't. You know what I mean? Because they didn't have this. You know what I mean? I didn't know how to do this or do that or focus on this or focus on that. Because, you know, people not going to tell you. That's
Right.
what it is. They're not going to tell you, come to my classes and give you the BS. And, dude, just tell me what it costs to get in class. That's all I need to know. Or where my class to be. I don't need all the BS. I'm a straightforward person. You know what I mean? But now I can focus more. I'm like, you talking about me?
Yeah.
I was doing all that.
And I want to chime in on a point that you're mentioning right here too when it comes to money. You know, a lot of people never invest in their self-education because, again, they have a warped mindset when it comes to money. So they're like, "Oh, well, why would I pay for that?" You know what I mean? Why would I pay to figure out how I can make more money? Why would I pay to know how to invest in real estate? We have such a weird relationship with money. We don't understand as a people. The money is not supposed to be with us that strong. When I was on yesterday's show, I was breaking down, Yasha Allah, that most of your money needs to go into real assets. You're not even supposed to have most of your money in liquid assets. But a lot of us, we hold on to it. And I think a lot of that comes from, from the hood where you're used to being broke. You're living off of food stamps, check to check, welfare, all of that, that as soon as you get a dollar, you want to hold on to it so tight. But the dollar isn't actually meant to stay with you like that. The dollar is energy. It's meant to circulate. So circulate it into the things that will help you get better. Circulate it into, a book that will show you exactly how to do the things that you want to do. People will ask me, how do I get better on real estate? I tell them, buy the top books on real estate so you can know how to do what you want to do. Oh, I got to pay for it? Nah, I ain't going to pay for it. But you'll pay $200 for Jordans, but you won't pay $20 to learn how to be a real estate mogul that would allow you to buy all the Jordans that you want. It makes no sense, my people. Like we'll pay a $150 installment on a cell phone, but we won't pay $150 to learn how to become a stock market investor, how to invest in cryptocurrency, how to get out here and do the things that these other communities be doing. We have the wrong mindset when it comes to money. And this is the reason why Jay said, you have to spend money to earn money. Absolutely. Absolutely. And this is the reason why every wealthy person will tell you they prioritize value over cost. As long as you can show that something is valuable, don't worry about the money, because you know that the money is coming back to you as a part of investing. I mean, that is the essence of investing. This is the reason why not a lot of us are investors. When you invest into something, you're betting on the long-term value of a particular commodity that you expect to bring you a return on your investment. But when we hold the money, like I said in yesterday's broadcast, that's actually how you become the poorest. Because every day that you hold on to your liquid cash, the value of a dollar goes down every single day. Inflation is constantly on the rise. You know what I mean? And I'm thankful for brothers like yourself and others that even have the wisdom to understand that, which is why you donate to this channel, because you understand, hey, I'm investing in the education that is coming from this show. If there is no show, I'm losing a lot more money than whatever it is I'm putting towards the super chat. So a brother might have put up a $5 super chat, but he might have walked away with enough knowledge to make a $5,000 increase. Do you think that that's worth the investment? See, our people don't think this way. And that's the reason why, as I went into yesterday's topic, the average net worth out of our community is $5,000. We have to think more investment minded, my people. We have to understand the true nature of money. And in order for us to understand the true nature of money, we have to understand all of the things that are more important than money. It's almost like an oxymoron, but we don't understand money because we put money above all things, and that's why you don't have the money. If you had, okay, the people that are really getting to the money, they put everything else above it, and the money follows. Like I told y'all in yesterday's broadcast, you don't chase money. When you are a person of value, the money comes to you. I don't have to go out anywhere and work somewhere remotely to get my money, because I've invested in a series of skills that will allow money to come to me from the comfort of my own home. That's something that I'm trying to impart to you all within the community, but you got to open up your mind and see it. My brother Yasha Allah, I want y'all to see something in terms of what Ariel just said. A lot of that is because of a lack of vision, knowledge, and exposure. Man, I would love, Ariel, if you could just get on the camera and tell me a little bit more about that, because I'm kind of I'm kind of guessing on what you're going into on that, and I don't want to, put words in your mouth, my sister. If you could cam up, I would love to have you on. If you can't, it's all good. CJ's HVAC journey said, going to stop trying to save money and invest in better tools to do my job faster and become a better and more accurate technician. That's the way to do it, brother. You have to invest in your systems. You have to invest in your processes and your tools, because that's what allows you to get better. Okay, here's a prime business example. I'm investing in software that allows me to be able to stream to you guys with ease. There's an upfront cost that I have to pay every month to use this software, but the money that I get in return from the investment far exceeds the money I put into the software. But see, you never get the turnaround and the return on your investment because y'all be so tight with the money, you never put it out into the street in order for it to come back to you. That's why we get stuck where we are. So, my brother Yasha Allah, anything else you got on the subject?
And like you said too, when you value people you're around with and you learn from, that's how I learned. You learn all the bad stuff. Yeah. How to slice this, how to cut this, how to cook that. I was no good at two shoes, you know what I mean? But you learn all that trade. But as far as doing something right and professional, we won't take the time.
Absolutely. 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 If y'all are just joining, welcome. Tonight, we're talking about the things that are more important than money. If you're just coming in, smash that like button. Let's get these likes up, y'all. If y'all just came into this broadcast and you've yet to tap that thumbs up button, please tap the thumbs up button. Please bring forth a super chat. It's been 15 minutes since the last super chat, y'all. Let's keep this conversation going. Let's keep investing in one another. Like I always say, y'all pour into me, I pour into you. This is what us giving back to our community looks like. So thank you as always, my brother Yasha Allah, for being on the broadcast. My sister Ariel is on. Thank you so much. My sister is so happy to have you on. Welcome. Tell me a little bit more about the lack of vision that you spoke on.
Well, so I was giving it a lot of thought, and I said to myself, well, why is it that we're not into the stock market or the real estate market like we should be? We're big renters, but we don't own homes, or we don't own land, and we don't own property. And the minute we do, we selling it. What is it about it? Well, it's because it's not advertised to us. It depends on how they advertise it to us is according to how we accept it. If you look at basketball in Jordan, it's heavily advertised, it's heavily praised to us. But the stock market isn't. You can go to school and learn how to play basketball. You can go to the park and learn how to play basketball. Why? Because you have basketball goals set up. You have these independent basketball teams. Everybody is talking about some form of basketball, and also they can see themselves as great basketball players. They can envision themselves like, I have the capability to dunk this ball, but we don't think we have the capability to own a hotel or a 1,500 door apartment complex. We don't have that vision. We don't see it. We don't see it, but we do see ourselves dunking a ball or running real fast. And that's heavily promoted to us. But we don't see ourselves making millions of dollars or producing the next big company. We don't see it. It's not fair. We're not trained to independently think to grow. We're trained to do as you're told and work. And then you let somebody else praise you. And then that's giving you the recognition or the esteem that you need. Like some people have to graduate from these prestigious schools in order to feel accomplished. I have a cousin that has a PhD, and her and my sister, who has an associate's degree, make exactly the same thing. And she feels some type of way because she feels as if her PhD gives her the status that she needs, when it's not your PhD that needs to give you that status that you need. It's your capabilities that need to give you that status. But we're not taught like that. We're just not taught like that. And that is something I am aggressively working with, especially with my children. I don't want you to think to work for somebody else. I want you to become a business owner. I don't care how small it is, it's yours.
Yes,
and you determine your paycheck. You determine how much you put into it to grow it. You determine how little you put into it, but it's yours. And nobody can dictate that to you. We just don't see it. And then these podcasts, it's like this. I'm a big supporter, all because this is like my television. I watch
Right.
this. I watch Dr. Boyce Watkins. I watch Umar Johnson. I watch Tariq Nasheed. Why? I'm listening for the knowledge. This is what I'm
Right.
putting into the mind. So this is the constant thought that runs across the head, and not something what Nene did on Basketball Wives or whatever show she's on. That don't run across my head. It's
Now
like,
let me throw this in real
Ariel,
quick.
manage your time.
Let me
That's your
let me throw this
problem.
in here
Those
real
are
quick,
things
sis.
that,
You with me? You with me? Let me throw this in here real quick. Let me throw this in here real quick because you saying a word, man. You
yes,
saying a word right now. Y'all, you got to see you done set these comments on fire, sis. You know, wow. I didn't want to get too much further because I wanted to dial in on something that you said a little bit earlier as far as us having a vision and what we've been programmed to see. We can see ourselves as a basketball player, but we cannot see ourselves as the owner of a hotel. And, this is the reason why I've been so dedicated to wanting to do this show, this channel, this business of Black Men's Career, because I've been trying to show a lot of our people that you can do this. A lot of people tend to think that people making money online is just other communities out here doing it. No, we out here doing it too. And I just wanted to harp on that because we got to get out of old ways of thinking. We got to get out of the ways of thinking that the only way that you're going to make it is if you play ball or you sell drugs or if you're working at a job. There's so many different opportunities. So I just wanted to applaud you for you saying that. Give us another quick nugget in terms of, where your mindset is at and what you think people will benefit from in terms of how to be more successful.
those um, becoming successful first have to be an urge. They have to understand what success is. Because I remember seeing this post where a girl standing outside the projects and she had 5 kids, and all her kids had on Nike clothes with Jordan shoes. And
Are you
the
serious?
caption was like, "What a great mom." And I was like, "Oh,
Mm,
what the heck is defined as a great mom? I mean, what
right.
is the standard here? What is the high? What is the low?" And they was like, "Oh, she takes care of her children." I was like, "Well, how is she taking care of her children? Like, what is the standard for taking care of your children?"
Mm.
Because a rat take care of their children real good. They nurse them, they
Woo.
wean them. Uh, and I was like, "Wow, I don't think we have a good understanding of what success is." That's
Right.
actually what I think. They don't know. We don't know what success looks like. And I remember I started off with poor upbringing. And then I moved with my father. When I moved with him, you're talking about a man who was in the military, a police officer. Now he's an FBI, just a hardworking man. And we stayed
Yeah.
on the good side of town and was exposed to the good side of things. And that's when I start to get the concept of, no, everybody don't live in no projects. People do got in-ground pools in the back of their house. We don't have to go to a wreck to swim. We do
Right.
go on vacations that require passports. And then I start to understand what a better way of life was. And even when I went off to college, I had family members that I stayed with that had a better way of what I was being raised up. And that's when I started to my first introduction into a house with an elevator. And I was like, whoa, is this, even though it's materialistic, it exposed me to what real success is. Real success isn't Jordans. Real success
Right.
isn't a Cadillac with rims. Real success
Mm,
isn't a couple of $100s I could pull out my pocket and show you. Uh, Real success is not going to buy me a Gucci belt. I started to understand then, but I just didn't. What I didn't know was how to pursue it and exactly what is it that I need to pursue. And that's when I started to understand. I started going on a journey to understand real estate. I started going on a journey to understand the stock market. And that's when
right.
things started to open up. These are not professions that you per se have to go into. You don't have to master those things to be a part of it. You just have to know enough of it to become a part of it. And so I think it's exposure, your knowledge. And once you can see success, what real success look like, it'll start the change process. And parents
Absolutely.
and peers have to start glorifying these things, not the air jump. We don't need to glorify the air jump every time. We
Right.
need to glorify, hey, what is a share? What is debt? What is income? What is debt to income ratio? Those are the
Right.
things we need to say. Good job, the fist bump, the
Hmm.
great, awesome, outstanding. Those are the things that we need to do. And I definitely
Absolutely.
try those with the kids aggressively. Like I have to. Yeah, I feel like I will fail them if I don't.
Mm. Do y'all hear this, man? This is something that our community needs to hear. And y'all know we need to have Ariel on as a regular, right? Like, do y'all hear all this wisdom that this sister is giving us? Yashala, do you see this? The whole time she done had you on, holding it down the whole time. She been leaving you hanging. And all the while she didn't have this in her back pocket. Thank you so much, for my sister, for hopping on, for contributing, and most importantly being a valued sponsor of this show. Not your commentaries, your support, it means the world to all of us on this channel, so we definitely appreciate it, sister. Much love to you, and Lord's will we see you on the next show. Now we got my brother. Now you see, we going somewhere with tonight's broadcast, because tonight we've got on my man, the brother Juice. I've been waiting for this brother to cam up, y'all. Y'all know this is the sponsor of sponsors of this show. If y'all don't know who Juice is, listen, man, I'm gonna let Juice do the talking, but this brother, he's been down with this channel since 2015. The brother's a real estate investor, and he has been a big time sponsor of this show. So welcome, my brother Juice. So happy to have you on, man. What's going on?
Not much. Thank you, man.
Oh, I'm doing good. Good to see you on, man. You made my day, brother. You made my day. I always see you in the comments section, but to actually now have you on camera and for the people to know who you are, man, this thing it's a blessing. What's on your mind?
Well, I just want to talk about basically I do use my money to buy back my time. A simple process for me is like just doing dry cleaning, and I also let people do work for me, so I can just sit and think about more strategies on basically new things to come up with. So I'm not always like put my hands to it type deal. Using my money, letting it work.
Absolutely. Using your money and let it work. I got a question for you. Whenever you put money towards other people that can kind of take the workload off of your plate, do you feel like you're taking a loss when you put that money up, or do you feel like you're gaining something?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm gaining, because normally I'll take the time and spend with my family. I might just go and relax and do like an audio book, but I always get something out of it. And then I also help the person invest in their business so they can, generate more income and possibly grab more business.
Absolutely. Juice, you a big super chat sponsor, man. So it's only right that I have you on with me to acknowledge another big super chat sponsor. Shout out to Paywell Daily for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much for all of the support. For those of y'all that are just joining, welcome. Tonight we've been talking about what's more important than money. We have on the screen a very special brother for this channel, man. This brother has taken a lot of the knowledge that I've been putting on this channel for years, and he's run with it. So Juice, tell us a little bit about what it is that you do, man. Tell us some of the things that you've learned over the years from this channel, and let the people that's online know maybe how they can get to the next level in terms of taking this information.
But actually, I had need to lose weight, and I stumbled upon your channel. It was the Urban Money Manager.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I lost 30 pounds in 3 months. Then I just kept watching videos. got into real estate, rented out my first house, and then we end up buying another one, and then I'm managing 3 of them for my grandmother type
Wow.
deal. Yeah, and I'm actually a nurse. I've been a nurse for 14 years, and I'm a nursing director right now. I'm a 6 year nursing director, and I also got in the Weibo about 2 years ago. So I'm doing like day trading, some swing trading, and long term investing. But man, it's been paying off. I can't. It's hard to believe that I'm talking about like day trading and stuff like that, and
Mm,
you can make a whole lot in a few seconds type deal. I never thought I'd be doing that.
wow.
So yeah,
So what?
and
So
I
what?
just recently got on tour road.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
man, you do it all, brother. Yeah,
yeah,
but you're very good inspiration for those that are watching this and thinking, "Oh man, I can't get into real estate investing because I got a job, or I can't get into Turo because I've got this real estate investment going." As you can see from our brother Juice, he works as a nurse while investing in real estate while doing Turo. So this shows me the importance of time management. I see now the reason why the brother was asking me to send him more information on managing his time. You see, again, like I said, when you see somebody with money, you see somebody that needs more time. When you see somebody with a lot of time, you see somebody that needs more money. So thank you so much, as always, my brother, really, for all of your support, man. You've definitely been a blessing to this show. I pray that some of this information has been a blessing to you. For everybody that's tapping in right now who want to get where you are right now, like when you're talking about day trading and real estate investing and just getting to the next level in life, what's your advice for them? What do you have to tell them on how they can do what you've accomplished right now?
uh, what I did was I did it like an increment system. Just got a little bit, then I built from there, and I studied whatever I want to grow in type deal. I take out like an hour of my day, 30 minutes during the morning, 30 minutes at night. Then I just keep building on it, keep building on it. And then I want to go to the next level, next level. So that's how I pretty much do it. Just a little bit.
Absolutely. Not looking to accomplish everything right now to split second, but breaking it down into smaller steps. Hey, much love to you, my brother. I'm so happy to have you on, man. It's so good to finally put a face to the name, man. And I pray that maybe you jump on for some other shows to get on camera with me.
Yeah, definitely will. Thank you, Dan. Thank you for having me on.
Hey, anytime, brother. Have a good one.
Likewise. All right.
All right, y'all. It's been an incredible show, man. And I thank y'all who took that next step to cam up for tonight's broadcast. As you can see, it is definitely added an extra little element to the show, being able to get real people on here with real stories. And Ariel said that she agrees that Ariel needs to be a regular on the show. We want to see more of you, sis. Absolutely. I mean, there's some of y'all right now, man, that you have businesses, you have other ventures that you're trying to get off the ground, and I would just love for you to get on camera to tell us about it. This will give you exposure right here. So I just want y'all to focus on taking that next step forward, like Juice said, because tomorrow we're going to talk about how to build a legacy. Okay. If you're just joining us right now, we've been talking about the 5 things that are more important than money: your relationship with God, your health, your family, your time, and your experiences. And I gave y'all a bonus on the importance of your character. When you focus on these things, the money will come. And if you want to know how to bring these 5 things into your money making formula, then just make sure that you watch the beginning of the show, because I outlined it step by step. Nothing hocus pocus. I gave y'all the blueprint on tonight's broadcast. So once again, y'all, make sure that y'all send me an email if you want your business to be promoted on this platform. A lot of y'all know I give free promo for business owners on this show live. If you want to get more leads, if you want to start generating more traffic, then all you need to do is shoot me an email. Send me an email at uzziah@blackmenscareer.com. Give me your website. Give me your details on what your business is about, and I will promote your business on this platform for free. Okay. If y'all got other show ideas, things that y'all want to see me talk about on this broadcast, then please send me an email at uzziah@blackmenscareer.com. Thank you for everyone who donated to tonight's broadcast. It's not too late. Please get in that last super chat before we bring this thing to a close. Oh, Ronald, let's give a big shout out to Ronald, y'all. He said that he's a beginner to the show. Let's show this brother some love. Let's show this brother some love. Let's show this brother some love. Y'all know my motto. I'm on a mission to where every Black person in America has access to this show. And then once we get through America, the rest of the world, we got brothers right now tapping in with us from France, the UK. I got brothers in Spain right now that's tapping in. We got to take this thing global, y'all. We need access to the information. So make sure that y'all support. Okay, so Ronald, in order to donate, all you do is tap the dollar icon that's directly below this live chat, and that will bring a super chat donation to the channel. If you like to use Cash App, use Cash App, $ Black Men's Career. I've put the links to donate in the description directly below this video, so that way you can donate however you want. You know, you could donate via Super Chat, you could donate via Cash App, you could donate via PayPal, whatever works best for you. I thank y'all so much for all of y'all's support. And as always, for those of y'all that are trying to make a donation right now, before the end of the broadcast, it's not too late. I want to make sure that you see all the love that you're getting, Ronald. We're a family here. You got a shout out from Malawalaki, also known as Akaman, said welcome. Juice gave you £1. Yasha Allah welcomed you. Ariel welcomed you. Okay. Akita welcomed you. Listen, Ariel welcomed you. We're a family here, y'all. Let's continue to pour into each other. If you just joined, make sure that you smash that like button. Make sure that you donate. This will keep the show going. I cannot do this show without y'all support. Ronald, I do this show every night, 6 days a week, from Sunday all the way through Friday. The only day off for me is on Saturday. This is my time. I get right with the Lord. So these shows are at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure that you tell other people about it. Now, you had a question. What are some of the best books to purchase if one wants to get into real estate? To be quite honest with you, man, I've been a fan over the years of the Rich Dad collection of real estate investing books. And the reason why I like the Rich Dad collection from Rob Kiyosaki's suite is because he always focuses on getting profitable real estate investments. You know, you can read different real estate books that talk about just the art of real estate investing or getting properties in general, but there's a certain way to go about it. So I use a book called The ABCs of Real Estate Investing. Let me see if I could get it right now just to be able to show it to you, so you know what to get. Y'all bear with me while I'm getting this book for the brother. Make sure that y'all leave some comments, donate. Make sure that y'all smash that like button. Shout out to my sister Akita for the $20 super chat. Much love to you, sis. Ariel said The ABCs of Real Estate Investing by Ken McElroy. Okay, let me see if I can get this book for you real quick. Y'all see how quick my library is from where it is that I'm working. So that way, if I need to access a book or something like that, it's just within arm's reach. Yes, it is The ABCs of Real Estate Investing by Ken McElroy. Fair use. So the thing that I like about this is because it talks about how you can achieve wealth and cash flow through real estate investing. It shows you how to do the math to evaluate properties. Also, I like what Paywell Daily said as well. You know, Grant Cardone gives out some really good information. So yeah, make sure that you check it out. Juice said that he learned real estate from his grandfather because he had a real estate business. But yeah, y'all, I just can't thank y'all enough. Thank y'all so much for all of the support. Thank you so much for all the donations. The brother Juice said this is the best show in the world. So much life-changing content. Well, let's get it in front of more people, y'all. Make sure that y'all subscribe if y'all just come into this channel for the very first time. Make sure that you turn on the notification bell so that you can receive an alert every time that I go live. Okay, once again, I do these shows from Sunday through Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about how to build a legacy. It's not enough for you to live for the day, y'all. This is about you making your mark on this planet. We're talking about creating generational wealth, giving back to your kids, and having something to live on long after you're gone. All right, y'all. So thank y'all so much for all the support. Thank you, my brother Akaman, for that $5 super chat, getting that in before we cut off this broadcast. For any of y'all that are trying to make any final donations to the platform, which is greatly appreciated, tap the dollar icon directly below the live chat to bring forth your super chat. Anything helps. Y'all know I'm greatly appreciative. Okay, so shout out to Malawaki for the $5 super chat. Shout out to my sister Akita for the $20 super chat. These are our show sponsors, y'all. So when y'all see these people on, put some respect on their name. Paywell Daily, shout out to him for the $10 super chat. Shout out to CJ's HVAC Journey for the $5 super chat. Shout out to Esther for the $20 super chat. I'm glad to have y'all on rocking with us as sponsors. Shout out to Jay for the $5 super chat. Shout out to Sister Ariel. Didn't Ariel surprise y'all tonight? Man, I'm like, this sister needs to be doing this show instead of me. Where you been hiding all this time at, sister? We need to get you on here as a regular. I need some of y'all camming up on this broadcast, man, because, you know, we start to build bonds with each other being on these shows on a regular basis, and it really does do something whenever we can see y'all's faces on camera. Like it really did something to see Jay on camera, man, as well as you, Sister Ariel. A lot of us were really rejoicing in that. So thank you for that $5 super chat. Thank you again, Sister Akita, for the $10 super chat. Thank you as well, my sister, for getting some of your coworkers on the broadcast. Hopefully they enjoyed it. Hopefully they'll come on for another episode. Shout out to my brother Native Arain for the $5 super chat. Thank you again for that $20 Cash App donation that you sent bright and early this morning. Shout out to my brother Roy, Lyra Texan, the Israelite, for the $10 super chat. Y'all know I can't forget about my brother Yasha Allah for the $20 super chat. Thank y'all so much for all of the support. Thank y'all. I love y'all. For any of y'all that are still trying to give your donations beyond this point, feel free to send it via Cash App at $ Black Men's Career, or you can go PayPal, paypal.me/Black Men's Career. The links to donate are in the description below. If you make your donation, you have my word. I'm going to shout you out on tomorrow's broadcast. It's never too late. I'm praying for y'all, family. Let's stay focused. Let's continue to build a legacy. And most importantly, keep pushing.